Good morning, church, or afternoon or evening, depending on what time you are watching this video. It is currently close to 2:45 p.m. our time. We just got back from lunch and a lovely church service this morning. We didn't understand a word of it. They didn't have translators or anything like that today. There's Charlotte. Say hi, Charlotte. Okay. So we just wanted to update you on our first complete week here in Cluj. Right off the bat, we got here. It was around noon this time a week ago, and we had a great group of people meet us off the airplane. They had balloons and a welcome sign. There was probably 8 or 10 young adults, and then Mihai and his wife wasn't there. But all our luggage showed up, which was great. We came back and we had a nice lunch. And all this week, our main goal and our main prayer was to find a house. We've been looking and looking. We've probably looked at 8 or 10 houses / apartments / duplexes, trying to find the perfect place and the perfect location for us. And we think we found it. We are going to get a call tomorrow, Monday, about a house, and the owner currently is living in the States. And so he's going to write up his own contract. We actually went through a real estate agent that is communicating with the owner. So they're conducting the contract. We're going to go in tomorrow. Our buddy Mihai is going to read over the contract and make sure it doesn't say anything crazy that we don't understand or don't agree to. And if it all looks good, we're going to sign, and hopefully we'll have an address. So that's exciting. That's a huge answer to prayer. There was 2 houses in the running, this one and another one. And we were really praying that God would show us what one we needed to take. And we woke up 2 or 3 days ago just really not having a peace that we should choose either one. And then later that day, one of the houses got revoked. And so that kind of was God giving us our answer, and here's where we need to be. So that was a huge thing. Along with that, we've also already started making contacts. We went into a local music store here in Cluj, looked around. We met a guy named Sam, who's a young adult, and his co-worker, Orshi, who's a young adult, and they're very interested in what we're doing, and even before we have a house. So once we get settled, we're going to have a get-together, and we're going to be sure to invite those 2. So please keep Sam and Orshi in your prayers, as well as our real estate representative. Her name is Maria. So we're already starting to meet some people and hopefully get the ball rolling. And as soon as we get an address and a location, we can host some things. Maybe that'll just explode a little bit. So Samantha's got a little story for you.
So one of the other things that we are doing is we're learning the language, and it's coming pretty easily to us. And one of the ways that we are learning is just by trying to communicate with those that don't necessarily speak English. So Mihai actually had to run a quick errand on the way back from. We were all at the mall, and he stopped at a little corner store and asked which one of us wanted to go in with him to experience what a little local corner convenience store was like. And the kids were asleep on Adam, so I volunteered to go with him. And we pull up, we get out, we go in, and it's a little tiny, just very, very small convenience store. And the lady, Mihai says, I need you. Okay, hold on. Mihai says, I need you to tell her that I need some sugar. So in my mind, I'm thinking I know what sugar is, and I thought it was in my mind, I thought it was dulce, which it is not. Dulce is sweet, not sugar. So I walk up all confident and I say, we need dulce, and she kind of looks at me like, I'm not understanding. And so Mihai's laughing behind me. And I look at him because she's not understanding what I'm saying, and he says, "Keep going." I'm like, okay. I don't really know what to say. And he said, well, maybe she speaks English, so try some English with her. So I say, "Intelligent inglesa," and she says no. So she does not understand English. And so I say, I need sugar. And she says, sugar, sugar. And she's pointing to candy bars. And I'm like, no, alb, which is white. And I say alb, granulat, so granules. She says, oh, cream. No, not cream. So we go back and forth. I'm trying to describe what sugar does, how you put it in things like coffee. And she finally got that you put it in coffee. And so she said, zahar. And I said, I let me see it. And so she went and got it, and it was a big thing of sugar. And so it's been very interesting as we try to learn the language and try to communicate with people that don't understand English. So it's definitely a challenge, but we are picking it up rather quickly. And our host family, the Doches, are very impressed at how we are learning it quickly. So that's just a testimony that God is answering that prayer for us, the prayer that we would learn quickly and be able to learn fast. So one of the other cool things Adam can tell you about.
So we're just, building relationships, trying to learn the language, trying to get most out of our experience here so far. We're still currently living in Mihai and Mirella's basement. They've been just so grateful and so inviting and so welcoming. Our kids have gotten along. They've got 4 boys. They play very well together, but kids are kids, and he stole my toy, he stole that toy. So there's been some refereeing going on, but they seem to play well together for the most part, and things are going well. It's currently snowing outside. I don't know if it's snowing where you currently are, but the kids are pretty excited. I think we may go out and play in the snow here after a while. So anyway, that's where we're at. Please continue to pray for our house. Continue to pray for our strength, our rest. I think the kids have finally kind of got on a schedule. Everything seems to be going well. And we're also looking at renting or leasing a vehicle. So that's another big prayer request as well. We love you guys. We miss all of our friends, our family, our church family. And we just are so grateful for your partnership and your love and your prayers. We thank you, and we will be in touch soon. Is there anything else?
I know that Adam said that we went to a church service today and we didn't understand anything. But one of the cool things that we did get to experience there at the church was the worship. Even though the songs were in Romanian, we knew them. So it was just kind of a cool thought to think that we're singing the same thing in a different language to the same God. So it was, even though we didn't understand, the sermon, we did understand the worship, and it was good. It was not our church style worship, but it was still good, and it was a very cool experience. So other than that, I think that's it.
We will update you as cool and neat things happen, or if we have specific prayer requests. Feel free to email us or contact us through Facebook. Again, we love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Where's tacos?